Hi there, this is your friend Larry Potsabinski on obscure knowledge of the dangers in treatment in schizophrenia from antipsychotic drugs that are kept obscure or hidden somehow by the medical system who teach the doctors. This has been said in my previous videos, all this leading up to what I'm going to say today about the pain management for the scoliosis caused by antipsychotic drugs. Scoliosis is curvature of the spine, which was the last thing I learned about the damage to my nervous system from abuse of antipsychotic drugs. It was decades since 1975. So this is 2025. So last year, mid-year, I found out that my scoliosis, which started approximately when this one antipsychotic was added to another 20 years ago, aripiprazole, Abilify branded, was added to risperidone, or Risperdal, was initially made me well from the schizophrenia. Horribly sick, very horribly deranged, mentally incompetent, deluded. It's in my. If you read my book, like the medical doctors who didn't know me at the time, and then compare me to who I am today, it's two different people you're dealing with entirely. When I was psychotic, openly, and I'm medicated now on the same drugs that may destroy my nervous system, but on newer versions of them that are less dangerous, known to be anyway. But the problem was that the National Institute of Health, National Institute of Mental Health, the National Institute of Health, and the American Psychiatric Association and the Food and Drug Administration knew about this tardive dystonia as one of the tardive movement disorders caused by antipsychotics, besides tardive dyskinesia, for which they thought was permanent, but they developed a treatment for tardive dyskinesia. But tardive dystonia causes things like scoliosis of the spine, which mine goes like from here out like this, and then out behind me, sticks out in the back and goes up to my left shoulder lower. So I can't get sleeves on easy. My left sleeve, I have that, So, and besides that, I can't walk very far. So from the pain. So, anyways, that part of it, I was reporting on, drove me to I was doing a normal doctor visit, specialist for my nasal polyps I had removed over 12 years ago. But, So I was back for a checkup on those, and I saw next door was a pain management clinic, and I said, well, I need this place. So I went and stopped in and asked them a few questions, and they said, sure, well, you're welcome here. So I saw the doctor, and then I went back today earlier today for this afternoon for the pain shot in my back, sacroiliac, or whatever it's called, joint between the hip and the spine. He said he zeroed in on that from the x-ray he read expertly, like nobody else ever read an x-ray to me before, in terms of how it related to my pain. So he's very knowledgeable in this area. Excellent doctor. A1, double thumbs up doctor. So he precisely aimed the shot with an X-ray machine, and the lidocaine to numb me stung more like a bee sting than he was done. I said, "You're done?" I didn't feel anything. He said, "Well, that's great." But the impressive part was he said it wouldn't take full effect for 2 to 14 days. They said so, but on the ride home, it's like a 75-minute. 9-minute trip anyway, or something like that, depending on traffic, So usually that amount of time belted into a car before this shot was even on a tramadol, an opiate that I didn't want on for various reasons, and they won't renew them, but I reserved those for those trips like that till the shots kick all the way in. But anyways, on a tramadol on the way back from meeting him, without having the shot, I was getting a little uncomfortable on the way back hours later, So, but this time on the way back, with taking a tramadol first to get there, the addition of the shot added took effect an hour and a half later. I was on the road, and on the way back, I was much more easier to ride in the car without discomfort. So the pain shot worked already. So and there was also the compounding cream that I read to you. The one letter a friend of mine wrote me knows about that. And so he said, yeah, they use that too, but it's a slightly different formula than what he wrote than that. But he said he sent him a message in the portal to remind him tomorrow, because he can't write that for where the surgery place was. They could send me to the shot. So he said, remind him tomorrow the message, and I did that. And he'll prescribe the compounding cream that you rub on. And my one friend said he hadn't had a pain shot since he's been 4 or 5 refills on this pain cream, and he had pain shots for 12 years. So he said, yeah, sure to that too. So this might be a game changer now here for my pain level and my ability to get around, even maybe improve it even outside of home, around home and in the car and just up. So far, I've been, I didn't have to take anything extra. Used to have to take acetaminophen by three or four times a day, two of them at a time on top of what I'm prescribed only, so I've been dealing with the pain until it got astronomical when the pipazole, the Abilify, was stopped in October. That would be like, this is January, so the pain became astronomical then after the Abilify, but caused the scoliosis by clenching the muscles around my spine and pulling it this way. And that released, and then the muscles had to go back into place. So the pain eased somewhat, but with this pain injection right in this area here in my spine, between my spine and my hip, he hit the right spot right on. I told him there may be two other spots, somewhat over this way, up a little bit, and up in the middle of the back, then in the middle there somewhere, at two other epicenters I told him he might have. He said he could do those in the office. That doesn't require the surgery. X-ray guidance of the precision guidance of aiming of the needle. So this is looking like a good story now, where it was a horrible story before. But there's still nobody I can sue about this. So, I'm talking about a class action lawsuit. I need to do a retake on that and do my homework and have it on the screen and all worked out. Tell you exactly what tardive dystonia is, because I don't think there's been a lawsuit about tardive dystonia from antipsychotic drugs. There's been one for tardive dyskinesia, one for the compulsiveness of the Abilify, but not for the tardive scoliosis and tardive dystonic, like curvature of your neck and grinding your teeth, and I forget what all symptoms of tardive dystonia. But I want to go over that thoroughly and say if you got 40 people, you can start a class action lawsuit. I found out. So if it applies to you, maybe. So watch some of my videos. Click on my name on this video, and to take my other video channel videos. So that's all I can tell you for now. The pain management is working, and I'm really surprised so fast. So we'll just see where this goes from now. So I'll report more later as I know more. And peace and love to everybody. Keep it together.